More than a dozen intel agencies say Russia meddled in the U.S. presidential election, though the FBI and the CIA see it somewhat differently. Unnamed sources tell the Washington Post that the CIA believes Russia deliberately wanted to hurt Hillary Clinton and elect Donald Trump. The FBI says it cannot yet determine a motive. Joining us now, CNN law enforcement analyst and former FBI Assistant Director Tom Fuentes and former State Department official and U.S. Ambassador to NATO, Nicholas Burns. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Tom, I want to start with you. You worked at the FBI for 30 years. Why isn't the FBI as dead certain about a motive as the CIA is?
Well, Allison, the FBI normally tries to gather evidence to, substantiate claims that it would make. So they would want to have evidence in this case. For example, a couple of years ago, the FBI investigated Chinese government hacking into the U.S. and actually brought charges against members of the military operating out of an office in Shanghai. So the FBI will, get the information, but they want to be very clear if they're going to level accusations to a certainty that Russia meddled in the investigation, in the election.
But Tom, are you saying that the CIA doesn't need to have evidence to draw its conclusion?
No, they can advise, the other agencies of the U.S. government and the White House and Congress without having proof certainty. They can say, we believe, and it looks like, and it might be, and it probably is. They can use more qualified terms like that, and it's appropriate for their mission to be able to make statements like that.
Right. Well, since you are FBI and you are law enforcement based, do you believe that Russia meddled in this presidential election?
Well, I don't know, for sure that they did. I mean, we're hearing that they did, and I'm a little bit suspicious when I hear statements like all 17 agencies of the intelligence community. Well, all 17 don't conduct investigations, particularly cyber investigations. So you have 5 or 6 that may have a consensus that probably Russia meddled, and it looks like they did, but you still don't have agreement on what was the motive, why would that it actually, and then there's no evidence that it actually affected the outcome of the election. And we know that voting machines are not connected to the internet, so nobody could hack into
Right, nobody's saying the voting machines.
Results.
I mean, it's mostly just the DNC and RNC computers. Ambassador Burns, what do you think? Are you 100% confident that this in fact happened the way the CIA says it did?